Broadcasting from Lerner and Rowe Studios, this is AZP365, your home for Arizona sports conversation. Here's your host, Jose Garcia.
Hello and welcome in, high school sports fans, to another episode of the AZP365 podcast. This week, we were on the road with the Phoenix Suns to help surprise a very deserving coach. In our state, we are blessed to have a number of coaches who often surpass expectations in their service to their communities. For 21 years now, the Suns have recognized those coaches who go above and beyond their responsibilities. Each year, the Suns deliver an award that is named after former Suns coaching legend Con Fitzsimmons. Through the Spirit of Con Award, Con's wife, Joanne, keeps her late great husband's commitment to community and mentorship alive. On Tuesday, Joanne was at Liberty High to honor the next worthy recipient, boys basketball coach Mark Wood. Liberty's leader is the founder of Chaos Hoops, a community-based youth program that helps develop not just skills, but also character. He is also a co-founder of a youth development academy, serves on the Arizona Basketball Coaches Association, and works with the Special Needs Ministry of Christ Church of the Valley. Mark's team won the 6A title this winter, but just as important, his program earned the AIA's Basketball Sportsmanship Award for the second year in a row. In Coach Wood's servant leadership, we certainly see Con's philosophy in action. When we return, you will hear from Coach Wood himself. We'll be right back.
This segment is brought to you by Banner Sports Medicine, the exclusive sports medicine partner dedicated to keeping Arizona athletes healthy, strong, and game ready.
The very humble Mark Wood needed a little nudge from his athletic director to enter Liberty's packed gym Tuesday morning. But once he did, Coach Wood was greeted with a well-deserved ovation after being named the 2026 Spirit of Con winner. After receiving the award, he took some time to reflect on what it means to him.
As he's walking over, he can hear the music, and as he turned the corner, he looked in the gym and he could see the cheer and pom girls, and he was like, "Are you messing with me? What's going on?" And then as he came in the door, I just like, "Hey, you won the Spirit of Cotton Award," and kind of pushed him in, and the rest is history. I mean, he was moved.
When I found out that our athletic director nominated me, I was very moved by the whole thing, and to be honest with you, didn't really feel worthy. So I was just very, very appreciative.
Obviously, you want a successful coach, but that's just a small part of what goes into it, and it's all the things off the court. It's the things that people say about him, the letters that were written on his behalf.
I'm not an awards guy. This one meant something to me.
I believe coaches deserve recognition, not the wins and losses, but for what they do to build the culture of their programs, for what they do to build community in our programs.
We're a community here, and the community involves every entity here. And we're here to serve Liberty High School, and as a community get together, and basketball is just one of the vehicles that we have to serving our great community.
We have chosen the cream of the crop. If you look back, we have pulled out the best high school coaches in the state.
The players from the very beginning to now, they've been the instrumental part of this. It's their program, it's their success, and honestly, this award is an extension of their work.
Along with the award, the Spirit of Con winners also receive a $10,000 grant from the Suns for their athletic program. Congratulations. We salute Coach Wood for everything he's done, not just this year, but throughout his 30 years as a coach. We'll be right back with more about what makes Arizona's prep scene so great.
Quick timeout. Because injuries don't follow a game clock, Banner Urgent Care delivers fast, convenient care so you can get back in the action. Banner Urgent Care when you need it most. Your money shouldn't ride the bench. America First Credit Union helps you save, spend, and plan smarter so your finances stay in the game. America First Credit Union. People helping people. Pre-game meals shouldn't slow your team down. EG's team meals are protein-packed and easy to coordinate. Share a 3-foot sub with your team, or enjoy half or whole subs by the dozen. No prep, no hassle, so you can keep the focus on your game. Order now on eat.egs.com. From carpools to clutch moments, Nissan is built for every drive. Reliable, innovative, and always ready to roll. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Welcome back to the show. It's very rare for a high school athlete to compete at a high level in 2 sports during the same season, but Brooke Zuluaga is up for the challenge and exceeding all expectations. The Seton Catholic senior is a throwing powerhouse. She was 9-0 in the circle with a .73 ERA for her softball team. And when she's not on the softball field dominating, you can find her training to defend her state championship in the javelin. When we return after a brief timeout, we'll introduce you to the 2-sport spring season superstar.
This segment is presented by the Fiesta Bowl, celebrating excellence on and off the field while creating unforgettable moments for athletes and fans across Arizona.
It's very difficult to keep up with Brooke Zuluaga, but we were able to finally track down the javelin and softball force. The Seton Catholic senior sat down with us after winning yet another javelin event, a day after pitching her softball team to victory as well. First question off the bat. Have you hired an assistant to deal with your calendar and all the meetings and games you have going on?
No, not yet, but we've definitely, we have a big calendar in our house that we fill up every time, and it's definitely been easier this year with the schedule. Last year was hard, my first year balancing both, but I think it's gotten easier this year, especially since track is mainly on weekends.
Congratulations on everything. 500th career strikeout recently. Also a personal best, 153 at the Chandler Rotary meet. Last week was such a special week for you. Can you put into words how special it was for you?
Yeah, it was great. I love that track meet. I have a lot of friends this year, from softball, that also do javelin. So getting to compete with all of them and just knowing how much work I've put in coming back this season. We'd been working at practice that week, so getting to throw that, yeah, that was awesome. Having a group this year that we were all really close in distances, so being pushed makes it more fun and competitive too.
And that 500th career K, you put some work in. And we'll talk about your softball career and where you're going to land next season. How big was that for you?
Yeah, I was very proud of myself. I had taken off my sophomore year, so just from an injury halfway through the season. So working back from that, and my catcher Abby's great. We're captains together this year. We've been on the team 4 years together, so I think having a really good bond with her helps too, good chemistry. I trust her a lot, so that definitely helped a lot too. And Coach Joel is our assistant coach. He calls pitches for me. I think we talk a lot between innings, so he helped me get to that as well.
Picking up the javelin, I think that happened in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You're already playing softball, you're busy as it is, but tell me about the process of becoming a javelin thrower now.
Our athletic director at the end of my sophomore year told me he'd been asking me about it, and I tried it, but then because I had that injury, I didn't really go back to it until my junior year. And then I really enjoyed it right off the bat. I'd always played team sports, so it was kind of different at first, competing, just going against myself pretty much every rep. Yeah, I did it my whole junior year, and then I came back this year. I'm pretty much the only girl right now, so just going against myself and then making new friends at all the meets and everything, it's been really fun.
And I hear you might be chasing not only a girls record, which you already said, but maybe the boys' school record, which is 153, I think, at Seton Catholic?
150, yes.
150?
Yes.
So that's probably a goal before you graduate, right?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
And just in case you were wondering, Brooke doesn't walk around with her medals around her neck. She just picked up that medal this morning at the Brophy meet. Tell us all about that event.
Yes, I was in Flight 2 for the Open Division, and I was there with Nora Finchers, one of my closer friends I've made through javelin. She's only a sophomore, and she won Open State last year, so I've grown close with her. She got third, and then Mackenzie from Corona del Sol got second, and us three, the top 3 places, we were only 1 foot apart each. So it was definitely a competitive meet. It was different for me. I just had 3 games this week, so my arm was kind of tired, but I pushed through and was able to win.
You're successful in the circle and picking up the javelin. Did you think, I can do both? Obviously, they're in the same season. I take it with class, homework, and softball. When did you decide that, hey, I can probably do javelin as well as softball during the same season?
Yeah, my junior year, I also thought of it because on my club team, I'm mainly an outfielder, and for high school, I'm pretty much the only pitcher. So I wanted to keep getting my work in overhand so that when I go into summer ball, I'm still ready. So just getting that practice in now is kind of good for me, still working on overhand. Yeah, it was definitely harder to balance junior year with all my classes, but this year's been a little lighter schedule and everything, especially now I know where I'm committed and I've got my whole plan set out. So it's been a little easier this year.
Miami of Ohio is
Yes.
the next step. Tell us about selecting Miami of Ohio being your next home.
I committed October 2024, and right on my visit, I just knew the entire staff is female, which I really liked. I enjoyed meeting all the coaches, and then they had some transfers from Power 4 teams like Indiana and Oregon State. So when I talked to those girls on the visit, and they just said they feel like it's more like a family, and they're treated like for the person they are, not only the athlete. I really enjoyed knowing that, and then Coach Mandy, my head coach, she was a two-way player also in college, so she hit and pitched and everything. So seeing someone like that I'll get to play with and learn from. And she was just so awesome on the visit. It was very personal, everything she did. She drove us everywhere. She showed us everything. So I just really liked how much of a family it was. And then I'm so grateful that she allowed me this year. Just this past fall, I decided to also do track. And she was able to work it out with the track coach. So I'm grateful to Coach Smith on the track team to be able to balance that, and for her.
So you're going to continue doing both once you move on. Have you already planned for that as well? How's it going to work? Schedule, I don't know if the schedules are out already, but how's that going to work scheduling-wise?
It'll be a little easier because javelin, if in an early on meet I throw the distance that will qualify me for the championships, I don't have to compete again until then.
Okay.
So I'll get some more softball in between then. So I probably only do 3 total meets each spring. Getting to do it all, I'm super grateful.
More manageable, and it feels like home.
Yes.
Even better, right?
Yes.
Being a lefty, how does that help you? Obviously, in baseball, you talk about some of the advantage, but when it comes to softball and also being a javelin thrower, how does that come into play?
I would say most lefties, a lot of them are slappers, which are usually the smaller, faster girls that do more bunts or short hits. So teams we haven't played before aren't sure kind of what's in my toolbox. So the first few at-bats, I get that advantage of wherever they're playing. I can hit for power, or if they play me back, I can do the opposite, kind of just depending what spot I'm in the lineup or what the situation is. So I think just keeping the other team on their toes, not knowing what I could do. And then also you get those few extra steps closer to first base.
As well.
Yes.
I'm even a little bit intimidated just by what you told me the pitches that they are. When you throw, is it a rise ball?
Yes.
That's your primary pitch, I take it?
I'd say rise ball and change up, yeah.
Change up as well. How do you hold it? Tell me about the technique on the 2.
I hold a 2-seam, and on my rise ball, I just try to get under it more, and then I throw a knuckle change up. But also my curves go into righties, so a lot of times I'll often hit them sometimes because they start swinging, and by the time it curves in, it hits their body. So I think that's my best pitch to use against righties is my curveball.
I take it the technique, obviously, when it comes to pitching and throwing the javelin with the same hand and same arm, does it mess with you a little bit, or do you have to practice consistently on the technique of doing both?
I would say the legs are very similar, getting power from them and making sure you stop hard and block to get your power from there. The only difference is just pitching. I try to stay more on a straight line and very under myself, and javelin I have to follow through more afterwards. So that's more similar to an outfield throw, I would say.
A lot of details.
Yeah.
I hear your major at Miami of Ohio is going to be sports communication.
Yes.
Tell me all about that. Why you want to get into that major?
Well, I always enjoyed public speech. I did that last year. I was in a club for it, so I like talking, and then as an athlete, being around everything sports. And on my second visit, we heard that the upperclassmen with that major get to announce the hockey games or basketball games. So knowing that I'll get a lot of in-person practice with it is really cool to be so hands-on, because I think that's a class where you learn more outside of the classroom and getting to do it all to prepare you.
Your parents were telling me also, not only are you successful here in Arizona, but you're successful also with Columbia, the national team, the under national 18 team. Mm-hmm. How did that come about?
I went through the process of getting my citizenship. My dad took me. My grandma's from Colombia, so first he had to go there and get his citizenship. Then I went and got mine so I could be a member of their national team. And last summer in Brazil, I played in the 18U World Cup, which was amazing. I got to make so many new friends. I would love to be, probably not this Olympics, but the one after, to be a part of that team would be amazing.
We'll be looking out. Congratulations on
Thank
that
you.
as well. Speaking of your parents, Gina and Javier, they're here with us. Tell me about the support you've received from them. I believe your mom played volleyball in college.
Yes.
Your dad played for the Navy, football-wise.
Mm-hmm.
How big of a support group is that for you to have two such great supportive parents?
Yeah, I'm so grateful that they always come to everything, no matter how far. Like Globe last night, they were there. And just anywhere we travel for summer, Florida, Indiana, they've always been there with me, or like my dad going to Colombia with me. And then also growing up, I'm glad they pushed me to do as many sports as I could. I played 3 sports until 8th grade. And then they just supported me in club ball, taking me wherever I could, putting me on the best team. I'm grateful for all their support and like trusting in me and letting me do what I wanted with softball.
And you have 2 more role models we got to talk about. Your brother Luke
Yes.
and Tessa, who were also former athletes at Seton Catholic. Tell me about your older siblings.
Well, right when I joined track, some of the older staff members at my school and coaches just knew me just from my last name because of all my brother's records there. So it was special when I broke our school record last year to go up on the board with my brother. And there's even sprinters now on the team. They keep telling me, oh, we're going to beat your brother's record. So, like, still him having that legacy there and I get to be up there with him is really special. And then, yeah, my sister is one of my biggest role models and supporters. And she lives in New York, so I definitely miss her a lot. She'll be here in April, so I'm excited to see her. But, yeah, she supports me from afar.
I heard she's kicking butt on the marketing side when it comes to Tessa in New York. So
yes.
We salute her. Salute your dad as well for what he did at the U.S. Naval Academy and for his service. And for Luke as well, who's a captain in the U.S. Air Force.
Yes.
And there was a viral moment that happened when Luke, I believe, was a senior in the state championships. I want to say it was a 4x100.
Yes.
I think he was second to last in the last leg of the race. But what he did at the end was quite awesome because he ended up pulling it out for Seton Catholic.
Yes.
And I remember seeing the video, and there is a young girl yelling in that video. Do you know who that little girl was?
That was me, yeah. I was so excited for him. And people say, yeah, like from a young age, I was like so competitive and like happy for him and everything because that was such a big moment. And like I knew how impressive that was when he was that far behind to come back. So that was awesome, yeah.
Did that inspire you a little bit also to get into track and field maybe?
Yeah, yes, sure.
Look, and we also, like I said, we salute Luke for everything that he's doing. Another big fan of yours. We got to talk about Brandy Boo Boo, who is your pet. And I hear Brandy Boo Boo is Instagram famous as well.
Yes.
Tell us all about it.
Brandy is my golden doodle. She's 7 years old. We got her kind of during COVID, so she's very like attached to us. And yeah, I made her an Instagram page last year so everyone could follow her and all the trips we do together and everything.
Where can folks see the account? What's the app for that? If you don't want to tell.
Brandy Boo _ZU for our last name. Yeah.
There you go. I hope you have more likes than Brandy Boo Boo, by the way.
Yeah.
You do?
She'll get there, yeah.
She'll get there eventually. Brooke, thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thank you for joining us. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
I know this is your final months coming up here at Seton Catholic. Brooke is 9-0 with a ERA of .69. Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Healthcare can be complicated, but your coverage shouldn't be. Banner Aetna brings care and coverage together, making health a little less stressful. Banner Aetna, your official health insurance partner. Need a ride that goes the distance? Valley Toyota delivers dependable vehicles and award-winning service. No gimmicks, just great cars. Valley Toyota, let's go places. Strong minds matter. Talk Now AZ gives students and families access to mental health support because checking in is just as important as showing up. Talk now, talk often.
Thank you to Brooke and her parents for joining us in studio. Maybe one of these days we'll get Brandy Boo Boo to join us as well. we didn't have to go too far to book our next special guest. Our social media guru, Allie Schmidt, is stopping by. She went to her first high school event in Arizona, and it just happened to be the biggest one in the country as well. More on that when we return.
This segment is brought to you by Raising Cane's, home of the craveable chicken fingers, signature cane sauce, and fueling fans and athletes alike.
Welcome back for our final segment of the show. This week, Arizona hosted the McDonald's All-American Games for the very first time. To get her feet wet, AZP365 sent Allie Schmidt to cover the games for our social media channels. And here to tell us all about the games is Allie herself. Hi, Allie.
Yes, we're back another week.
How'd it go? So tell us all about it.
It was awesome. There was so many people there, so many famous people, great athletes. We had some 2 reps from Arizona. We had Coach Candace Gonzalez there coaching the West team for the girls. And then we had Cameron Williams on the West team for the boys representing Arizona. It was just so awesome to see those reps in the stands. Every time they would enter the court, you could hear them cheering. They had their hometown family there, I'm sure. But it was awesome. So many fun things are going on. It was a lot, but a good time.
Yeah, Cam and Candace, the seasons that they had, Candace won a state championship. Cam went on to the Open final. He's on his way to Duke. Such a nice guy. We've interviewed him. Mm-hmm. We've had him here on the podcast. Candace has been there for 28 years over at Mesquite High School, won a couple of championships. Well-deserved rewards for the 2 of them. And I was watching the game on TV, and I think Candace I think her pants were all blinged out.
Oh, yeah. She had the sparkly blinged out pants. It was so easy to find her. We were like, oh, there she is. But yeah, she was coaching the girls up, doing a great job. So it was fun to watch her.
I saw your video that you posted on Instagram. I was not aware of Tame Impala, Dracula.
Yes.
That's who you picked for. I loved it.
Trending audio, guys.
Yes, there was some disco, some synth as well. Mm-hmm. So tell us all about that choice for you for music.
Yeah, so during the game, I was getting every clip that I could, just going around the whole stadium, which was super fun. But I didn't really have a vision for it. But at the end, I was like, okay, what's a trending audio we could use? So I chose Tame Impala, Dracula. It's number 3 on the music charts right now. So yeah, it just kind of came all together.
Great choice. And then I heard Metro Booming was the DJ.
Yes, Metro Booming. I was like, what the heck? What is he doing here? Yeah, he performed in between the games. The crowd honestly didn't get that hyped, which I was like, why isn't the crowd getting hyped? It's Metro Boomin'. Right. It was really cool to watch. Lots of fun lights flashing everywhere, but it was fun.
For those folks like myself who are from the MTV generation, please let everybody know who Metro Boomin is.
He's just a rapper this day and age. He partners a lot with Drake and a lot of other big artists too.
That was big to have him in town as well.
Yeah. Apparently he does it every year for the McDonald's All-American game. He travels with them.
Good for him.
Yeah.
And I know you were working because we had scheduled you, I think, to be in one specific spot, but you were all over the arena.
Yeah, I was going everywhere, getting all the fun shots, just trying to get different angles. I'm all about a different switch up in between videos and stuff.
It worked out well. Let's talk about next week because I hear we're finally going to start our TikTok.
Yes.
And you're going to get the ball rolling on that?
Yeah, we're going to launch that this week for sure. I'm so excited. But yeah, I got some content last night from the McDonald's American game that we'll incorporate into the TikTok. But yeah, stay tuned for more stuff on there.
What's going to be the handle for that so folks can find it?
AZPreps365.
Easy peasy, right? Mm-hmm. Now, for beginners who want to get on TikTok, any TikTok tips? And I'm asking for a friend. Any tips?
Just download it. Start scrolling. Get on the For You page. Follow your friends. Start using hashtags. But yeah, it's pretty simple once you go from there.
I'll get the ball rolling. I'll get it started.
Get on it.
The stars were out at McDonald's All-American Games. Paul Pierce was there. Jalen Rose, Baron Davis, Jason Richardson, Jamal Crawford. But our biggest star, Allie Schmidt, was there as well. Great job.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you next week, and we'll do some more social media stuff.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks, Allie.